Okay, so here we have is our VannGo portable hand wash sink. We're going to go over the process of cleaning these and go over specifically how we really pay close attention to detail when we're doing it. So we know absolutely that when it goes out to a rental, it goes out to a customer or to a construction site, that it's absolutely clean, the water is clean, there's no stains, and the unit is as best as it could possibly be before it goes out on rental. We go slow at first and then slowly pick up the pace over a period of time. So the first thing that we're going to want to do with our sinks here is do a visual inspection. So it's a full 360 walk around. I can see here, first thing I see is that we have a missing plug there. And we have a plug on this side. So we want to make sure we know where the plugs are. Now, a lot of times we'll put the plugs inside here, and typically that's where they are. The plugs are inside here. If they're not, then we go get an extra plug. And there is a plug right there. Before you start power washing, you want to make sure that you take the towels out and just set them off to the side. Inspect the pedals, make sure they're not cracked or broken or leaking, and we want to make sure that it's actually putting out water. Is that working properly? Yes, it is. And we can see that there's no water squirting out of the pedal. So then we're going to go ahead and check the other side. This is just part of inspecting all of the sinks before you even begin to clean them. So there's no leaking. The pedal looks like it's in good shape. There's no water spraying out. And when we're pushing the pedal, we're getting a good flow of water. So we know that the water system is functioning properly, and it does have a serial number tag on it. Upon further inspection here, you can see how dirty these sinks are. They got severe stains on them. This has been on a construction site. It's very dirty. Aluminum cleaner and brightener and restorer. This is very, very toxic, so we want to make sure that we're not breathing the fumes, and do put a glove on before you spray it on. Use this chemical sparingly. You can see there how it's getting white because there's calcium deposits there, and that's what this stuff really works good on, as well as grease stains. We want to check the soap dispensers, so we're opening them. There's the two tabs underneath here that we push with our hand. Those two white tabs right there, you push them up and this will open up. What are we checking for here? We're checking for these little tubes being leaking. You never at any point in time want to allow this power washer to run if you're not pulling the trigger of the handle. So if you're not actively washing with this and you set it down for more than 10 seconds just to move something or adjust, then you need to make sure that you shut the engine down, because it will overheat the pump and will burn up the pump. So when you're washing a unit out, you want to make sure that you rinse out the interior of the sink, the fresh water and the wastewater, with hot steam. Wiping down the inside of the towel holders. Now, if we were cleaning units and this unit, for example, was not going out tomorrow or the next day, we wouldn't put towels inside of it. Here on the shelf we have liquid bleach, but then we also have these little things that are handy. These are specifically made for these sinks, and these are little chlorine tabs. So we'll get one tab, put it in this side, and one tab, put it in this side. And we're gonna again test the foot pedals, make sure they're functioning properly in case we missed them the first time around. Okay, that's working good. We're gonna wipe down. So we're wiping down the entire unit to make sure that we didn't miss any spots. If we did miss any spots, then we'll go back and clean them again. It's this area, so when the customer walks up to the sink, we're not seeing any stains running down, we're not seeing any grease on here, or any type of water or calcium deposits in here. What we're looking for is the sink to be as clean as possible, as well as down here in this area where your feet go. We've showed you the chemical earlier in the video of how to clean this stuff, and so we want to make sure that it's very clean. If our sticker is come off, then we want to replace this sticker. If we do not see a serial number on it, we want to make sure that we check with the supervisor and get the proper sticker placed on this unit. If you happen to be power washing, again, be careful when you're power washing not to hit these stickers directly, because it will cause them to fly off. But if one does fly off, you need to make sure that you get it and either dry it and put it back on with a torch, kind of melt it back into place, or take it and get it with the supervisor so we can delete this particular unit and delegate a new sticker to this particular unit. You notice again, I'm going to go through this process again and check the soap, because we always double check before we're cleaning and after we're cleaning. Each sink should take about, once you get a good rhythm going, a sink should not really take more than about 10 minutes to clean. That's without any repairs needed. If it's just a basic cleaning process, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. When you're power washing, you always want to make sure that you get in areas like this. All the crevices you probably noticed, we're getting in all these crevices to make sure that there's no spiders in there. All these crevices down here, all this on the lower ridge, all those areas where you kind of can easily glance over, we just want to make sure we get those. Notice when we put the towels in that they're laying flat and properly in there, and they're easy to get out of the holder. And then we'll start the process of getting out of the holder, make sure that they're coming out evenly. You pull a couple out and fluff it up a little bit with your fingers, make sure that it's actually functioning properly. When you pull on one, the next one comes out appropriately. Okay, and that's the process that we go through when we're preparing our portable hand wash sinks. So we've gone through, we've checked everything here, we've checked the foot pedals, we've checked the functionality, we have cleaned out the tank, we've blasted out all the dirty water out of here, we've gone through all the crevices, we've gotten off all the calcium deposits, we've made sure that there's a sticker on here appropriately, we made sure that there's a sticker on this side, and on this side we've removed all the stains and the calcium deposits from this side. We've checked to make sure the pedal's not leaking and that the pump is working properly when you push on it. We've checked to make sure both of these are functioning properly. They're not leaking here. They're full of soap. We have done the process of making sure that these are wiped out inside, that we put new towels in there. We've gone through underneath here, cleaning this whole area, putting the bleach chlorine tabs in here. And so now this unit is checked, it's prepped, it's completely ready to go. And we know, or whoever cleaned this unit knows, that this unit is absolutely 100% as good as it could possibly be before it goes out onto a location and is delivered to a customer. We just do 5-star, the best possible service that you can get. And if somebody can match it, that's great, but we know that they can't do better. And that's our goal. Once the units are prepped and clean, what are we going to do with them? We'll take each one and we're going to go put it over by our staging area.